I want to review. I'm looking at your team. Which one's the best one for you? Because a VOD review is usually pretty long. Oh, okay. The second one, when you're 10-3, that game should be a free win. All right, we're gonna watch this one. When you're versing Darius. This is Yasuo. I want the Darius one when you're versing Swain. That one's actually a really good game to coach, I think. Yeah, next game, this one. 1 second, guys. So that Swain was bad? Yeah, but you lost the game. Alright. Darius carried? The Darius shouldn't have carried. We'll see. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. Alright. Alright, guys. So we're gonna do a coaching session for this stream for like 1 hour. So we have Excel, Excel, Cell, iCell, X. All right. So if we look at his last seasons, actually, let me make this full screen. There we go. There we go. All right. So here we have. Let me start again. All right, guys. So we're doing a coaching session, and we have I sell X, or AKA for intellectuals, Ice 9. Ice 9, intellectual. Max is an intellectual. Anyway, his name is Ice 9. Anyway, so let's look at his updated G before we get into his game. We're gonna be reviewing this game right here when he was 10-3-1. Pretty good CS per minute in silver. He has almost 8 CS per minute. He got an ace, but he still lost his game. So we're gonna find out why he did that. And I'll quickly look at his last season. He started in season 4, but he really played top. It didn't really matter. Season 5, started playing mid, but he played Ari, Yasuo. He was bronze. Season 6, silver. He's playing Ari. Season 7, still playing Ari. Season 8, he doesn't play much though. So these ranks don't really correlate to anything because he's switching champions and he's also not playing a lot. He has only 90 Ari games, you know. And here, in last season, he started playing Ekko a lot. So this is when he started playing Ekko last season. So good, positive win rate. Problem is he's been losing on other champions. So if you don't play your main champion, then you're just gonna keep losing a lot of games. So a lot of times people hold themselves back by playing other champions, but if he played as a main champion, then he'd be a lot higher rank. He'd probably be gold last season. Anyway, so this first part of the season, good Ekko win rates. Could improve the KDA a little bit. Good CS, especially for silver. If he didn't play these champions, he'd be close to gold already. So we got to watch out for that. But aside from that, not too bad. And here, let's look at some of his builds before we go into this game. He won this game pretty nicely. So he's carrying a lot of games, playing good. Dark Shield refillable with TP. Okay, that's good. All right, not bad. Runes and builds seem to be correct. He's going to Jalal ban runes. When he doesn't have TP, he goes Corrupting Potion, which is good. When he has TP, he goes Dark Seal. You could do that. It's good. Build Merc Treads here. Okay, this is not good. Because the reason why we go Legend Tenacity is so we don't have to build Merc Treads. So if you're going to build Merc Treads anyway, then there's no point in going Legend Tenacity. That's the whole purpose behind not building Merc Treads. I mean, going Legend Tenacity is because we don't want to build Merc Treads. But build is fine. Aside from that, let's quickly investigate this game so we know what happens this game. It's one we're going to be watching. You went Merc Treads here too. So Yeah, so that's defeating the purpose of going Legend Tenacity, because Shalaban Lily made this room page because he doesn't want to go Merc Treads. So you're losing a lot of damage here by going Merc Treads. Aside from that, build looks pretty good. Aside from the boots. And you have to understand, boots make a big difference. Either 18 Magic Pen or 20 CDR. Instead, we got some Tenacity, which we already have, you know? And this is 30 Tenacity plus 30, but it doesn't become 60 because it's like 30% of 30%. So you kind of lose value on building Merc Treads. You basically only get like 20% Tenacity from Merc Treads when you fully stack Legend Tenacity. But yeah, build looks good. Let's get into the game and see how we could win this game. Let's go full screen. We see everything good. Nice, nicey. Should I put volume? Oh, there's music. Okay, I'll turn it off. Let's fast forward. All right, we're in game here. All right, cool. So he built Corrupting Potion. It's a good start. He doesn't have Teleport. Usually if you have Teleport, you could do the Dark Seal refillable strategy. Usually when you have Teleport, you could use the Dark Seal refillable strategy. But because he doesn't have TP, it's really risky to go Dark Seal. Because if you make one mistake, you're forced to back, you lose all your mana. Let's quickly pause here. We see that they have a Darius, Volibear, Swain, Seraphine. You have to go Ignite this game because they have their entire team heals. So, and hopefully his team builds anti-healing. Oblivion Orb is good for Ekko, but with the Maxki build, you go Cosmic Insight plus Ionian Boot, so your Ignite loses a minute cooldown. So it sort of prevents you from having to build Oblivion Orb. But he went Precision this game, so he doesn't have Cosmic Insight. And he didn't build Ionian Boost either this game, so he's probably going to need anti-healing if his team doesn't build it. Because Ignite has a 3-minute base cooldown. But their team is killable 100%. Swain is not that hard of a matchup. He's pretty tanky, but based on team comp, this game is very well winnable. So that's good to note. All right. Is there volume? Yeah, I don't want to play his music. It could be copyright. Who knows? That's fine. So you want a ward over here at 115. He says he's going to get Merc Treads. I have a lot of CC, but you have Legend Tenacity, so you don't need that. You know? The whole purpose of Legend Tenacity is to not go Merc Treads. So yeah, I coached this guy before, so he knows some stuff. Recently, he's been my student. So you want a ward right here. That's a little bit too far. You want a ward right where Raptor starts. You don't have to walk that far. But anyway, let's see what happens here. So reversing a Swain. You just want to last hit this. So the ideal scenario when you have Ignite, the ideal scenario is to cheat a recall. Especially if the enemy team has TP, you want to cheat a recall. Especially if they have TP, because then they have TP advantage against you. What does a cheater recall mean? It means that you keep the wave in the middle for now. You don't spam your Q. You don't want to crash the wave. You crash the wave at cannon. Cannon equals crash. So you set up the wave in the middle here. It's slowly going this way. Slowly. Like you try to get it here, and then when your cannon minion comes, you hard spam Qs at the wave to crash it into the enemy tower, and then you get a free recall because the enemy has to clear the wave. And by the time you come back to lane, you get the wave. The next enemy wave is right here. So you could set up a freeze and you'll lose 0 minions. So it's really useful to set up a cheater recall when you're allowed to, because you get a free item for scuttle fights, and the wave is frozen on your side, and the enemy team can't back. So there you go. So here we should be last hitting this. We shouldn't be scared of Swain. Throw a Q at, just hit these with the Q. Good. You don't want to hit the range minions. You hit one of them, it's fine. Because he hit the wave too. So now you just want to last hit this. Don't look at top. There's no point in looking at top. This is good. You're playing really far back. You should move up a little bit. No, okay. That Q is getting risky. That's still not bad though. Like, you don't have to throw that Q, but it's fine. All right, now you wanna start hitting the wave. You have to now you have to start hitting the wave faster. Okay, one more thing. Let's back up a little bit because we're playing too safe. Can I fast forward on Twitch? I'm gonna do it again. So right here, this Q is good. This Q is good. You could have hit that minion though, but you're playing so far, but you're playing way too scared versus Swain. Swain does nothing level 1, especially if he doesn't start his E, which is his pull. So you shouldn't be playing this far back. So you want to keep auto-attacking these minions because you want to keep the wave in the middle without throwing your Q, and you shouldn't be scared of him. You want to get level 2 first. If you get Swain can't do anything. He's not an early game champion. You want to get level 2 first. You should be auto-attacking these. That's okay. That was not a bad Q because you actually hit him, so it's not that bad. But you should be auto-attacking all these minions to get level 2 first. Like, you become level 2 off the next melee minion. You have to understand this. You become level 2 off this melee minion. So you just jump on Swain when your Q is back up. So look, why are we playing so scared back? Like, see, he hit level 2 first for no reason. But it doesn't matter. Just hit this minion, EQ onto him. But we walk backwards. Why? Was worried about level 2 cheese gank from volley. Okay, so if you're worried about level 2 cheese gank from volley, we have a ward right here. Volley is not here. He is not here. Which means volley right now is somewhere here. So your Rek'Sai just finished 2 cams, so that means Volibear should have finished 2 cams. So Volibear is either walking to Raptors right now, or he's going to try to level 2 gank you this way, which is okay. But if you're scared of level 2 gank, you EQ auto attack, get passive, run up. You run upwards. So you'll never die. There's nothing to be scared about. You know? But yeah, you see, you're not auto attacking the wave. Now you gotta start throwing your, like, you should be killing his wave, and his wave should be like right here, and you should have already traded with him. He should have like this much HP gone. But you're not auto attacking the wave right now. You're playing very scared, which is bad. So you're not gonna be able to cheat a recall, and you got hit by that. So you're letting him trade onto you, but he can't out damage you, and he can't hit his E ever on you when you have your movement speed passive. So you gotta. So right now you have to spam Qs at this wave. You have to throw a Q if you want to cheat a recall, but you're not. So cheat a recall is off the table now because he has more minions than you. Is pushing into you. Instead, you wanted to push into him. Like on this cannon wave, you want this cannon wave right now to be crashing into his tower for a cheat a recall. You don't have to cheat a recall, but it gives you a free item for Scuttle Fight, and it freezes the wave on your side after. So now that's forgotten. Now we're just playing. And look, I was right. Now Volibear is here. So we were scared for no reason, and we gave Swain free pressure for no reason. Swain was not early game champion. He's worse than you early game. He has to hit his E to CC you, but he can't. And you're still taking damage. And you're never trading with him. So he has all the pressure. He has literally all the pressure. Yeah, this is... Luckily for you, you're safe under your tower now, so you can't get ganked, but this is not what you want. And you missed the tower. I'm allergic to bat plays. So you missed the cannon as well. So basically, if your jungler was somewhere here, then yes, you could gank Swain. But like, this isn't bad for you because you could farm safely by your tower. That's not bad. But the problem is that's not how you win this game. You should already won lane. Like, you should have already won lane by doing what I told you, but you didn't. E onto him. Okay, good. Look, You didn't even proc electrocute. You hit one combo without proccing electrocute. He lost all his HP. You could have done this. He could have been dead already. But you're playing so scared. And you're losing all this CS because you're still playing so scared because he hurt you. And now the wave is getting hit by your tower. And now this is a bad situation for you because you're just missing CS and you're losing trades. So you're just doing all this and you keep getting hit by that. So this is very poor laning. This is very poor laning because you should have killed Swain already. Or you should have been back to lane with the Darksteel already. Or Swain should have been already backed because you should have just won. Look, you're playing this far back. You win every trade. Swain. Okay, guys, look. This is why people don't climb. It's because they don't understand what their champion could do versus what Swain could do. What can Ekko do? E, Q, auto attack, electrocute, run. Right? What can Swain do? Q is like the psh. Is that his W is his little orb thing. Orb thing. And what does orb thing do? It's impossible to hit it. Like, how's he gonna hit it? He can't hit this. His E, his grab, right? His grab. How is he gonna grab an Ekko who procs movement speed? How can he hit Ekko who procs movement speed? He can't. So all Swain could do is Q auto attack. That's all Swain could do. And you could do all this, and he could only do this. And you also have Ignite. So why are we ever scared to fight Swain? Is the question. You know? You're playing this far back, you'll never get any city. You'll never get any of the CS. You're playing so far back. You'll never get this without Q. Okay, you got it, but I'm saying in general, you're playing so far back, you could have probably like lost that minion. I'm surprised you actually walked fast enough to get that minion. Ah, that's a really bad gank from Volibear. Good E dodge. Alright, not bad. But like, you have to just jump on Swain. And you also had a shield here. Just jump on him. Okay, so you have to understand one of the big problems with everything that's happened so far is that you don't have teleport. Which means that if you don't crash this wave, you can't back without losing anything. The only way you don't lose anything is if you crash the wave and then back. But because you don't have teleport, you're not trading with Swain, you're playing super scared, you didn't cheat a recall, you didn't push the wave early. Now we're in a point where like you sort of have to back now, but you can't. So now you're eventually going to have to back. You're either going to die, or you're going to back and lose a lot of minions, or you'll be saved by your jungler, or Swain will somehow int. So you're basically hoping your jungler saves you, or Swain ints at this point. Let's see what happens. Or you're hoping Swain recalls, so you can recall. Swain ints is what I'm being told. You should be pinging your jungler to help you because the wave's in a good spot. All right, throw a Q at this wave. You have to push this wave. Throw a Q. But you're not recognizing that. You're not recognizing that you don't want to be in this lane anymore because you have one combo. Not even. Yeah, you have literally barely you have one combo left of mana. So you can't combo if you want to farm with your Q. So you want to get out of this lane. So you just throw a Q and push it and back. But you're not recognizing that you have to back. You're not recognizing that you have to back. And now you're backing here. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is actually the worst back you could possibly do. He has 4 minions right here. That is a perfect freeze for him. But because this is silver, he's not going to freeze it. I can't tell. I have to see what he's doing. It looks like he froze it. I can't tell. Your camera's not looking mid. You should be looking mid to see what the enemy millionaire's doing. Like, I can't see, but... Okay, here we go. Okay, so Swain is a bad player because he's in silver. So he didn't freeze this wave. If you were at any other elo, you don't get this wave. You don't get this wave, and you don't get the next wave, most likely. Because you'll probably be ganked. Because you have to step up all the way here. So Swain... But you backed with 4 range minions pushing at the enemy. And instead... Swain just gave you a freeze. He gave you 3 minions. So now theoretically you could freeze. So this is literally the only reason why you're not out of this game right now. Right now is because Swain is also bad. He's silver. He doesn't understand wave management. But neither do you, because you pushed that wave and you backed. So now... Oh, he's still not backing. So you just fight him. Okay, here, Swain recognized, I think... I hope that he has to push this wave now because he messed up. I think let's assume that that's what he thinks. Now you have item advantage, you have ignite advantage, and you have sustain advantage. You fight him here. If you don't jump on him, you're trolling. And you're giving him a free... But you jump on him now. And you didn't do the EQ combo. So you jumped on him and didn't do anything. And you keep missing cannons. This is all happening because you're playing so scared. You're not understanding that you just win. That's literally the biggest issue here. You're not understanding that this should be you. You should be the one applying this much pressure. But this is fake pressure. This is placebo pressure because Swain can't ever kill you. But you're acting like he can. So he's chilling. He's chilling. You just have to EQ auto attack him. Please. Just fight him, man. That's all you have to do. It's just EQ him. He has no mana. Force him to back with 3 minions. Just jump on him. But we're playing so scared. But luckily for you, you have a good way. The wave is pushing towards you, which is really good. But you just broke that by throwing a Q. So we have no clue what we're doing here. So you broke the freeze that was coming towards you, the slow push. And then you just broke the wave. So now it's going to start pushing towards him. But we don't want any of that. We just want to fight him. Just fight him. Just literally just fight him. We're going to get dragons up? It doesn't matter. So look, okay, look. This is what you should have been doing this entire time. Like I've been saying this. It's 7 minutes in the game. You have never done this once. You just took him. You just made him lose 50% of his HP. Now hard push it. Hard push it, then dive him. Hard push dive. Hard push dive. Hard push dive. No, you have to hard push dive. Okay, this is okay. This is just mechanics diff. Because you... So if you hard push and dive him, you never have to... If you hard push and dive him, you do that, and he'll lose all these minions. And you'll probably kill him because he'll be right next to you. Instead of you having to... Like he's under... Like, look. This is the same scenario that would happen, and you would kill him. But instead, you went in early, you didn't kill him, you wasted your R. Like, I get it, you try to kill him, but if you waited literally 10 seconds for this wave to be right, like, crashing, then you kill him anyway, and he loses this entire wave. But now you wasted your ultimate, you wasted your ignite. But you can still probably kill him. Just EQ him, just EQ him. Just EQ him, just do it, just do it. 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 You could have E-flash on I don't know. Okay, so now you can't kill him. You see what just happened? You just gave him an entire wave for free. You just gave a Swain that has no mana, 10 HP, 9 minions. This is why you lost this game. This game should have been over already. Like, Swain still hasn't backed. Like, the fact that you don't kill him is literally just because you're not managing the waves properly and you're not understanding what you're supposed to be doing versus what he could be doing. Does Swain outscale Ekko? No. Okay, but Swain gave you another good push. Swain gave you a freeze. Perfect. Okay, you recognize that. You recognize that Swain gave you a good. Your minions are their minions are crashing. So okay, so what you should have done, you should have when these 3 minions were here, you should have walked this way and moved them back a little bit, or move them to the side so that they don't crash into the tower. That's what you should have done. But at least you recognize that there was a freeze to get set up, but it messed up because you should have dragged the minions back or to the sides. So these minions don't go into the tower. But I'm glad that you recognized what a freeze looked like, but we just didn't execute on it. It's fine. It's okay. But now it's still pushing towards him. But at least we recognized it. Jump on him. You didn't EQ combo. That's why you missed your Q. And we got his flash. That's not bad, but we could have killed him there. Play that better. Okay. He has no flash. Okay, so this is a really bad Q. This is a bad Q because now if you wanted to fight Swain in 3 seconds, you can't because you have to wait 6 seconds. You could just auto-attack these minions. Like, okay, why are we giving Swain a free... We're giving Swain so many free waves. You should be trying to dive Swain right now. Your team does not need help on this dragon. Your team does not need any help on this dragon. And yeah, you guys are in no man's land, but I feel like you might win this. Just because, not really. 1 for 1. See, this is your fault. If you stayed mid pressuring the Swain, then Volibear and Swain try to fight you and you run away and your team gets a free dragon. Instead, you guys traded 1 for 1. And it's not good to just trade 1 for 1s. Because that's how the enemy team starts carrying and your team starts inting. It could have been a lot cleaner. No, I don't think anybody had to die in your team. Okay, that Volibear hard inted. It's good. Okay. They couldn't kill it. That's fine. Swain didn't get any plates, I don't think. So at this point in the game, with Ekko, just hard push. At level 9, or as soon as you get enough AP to one-shot the wave, you just hard push, and that's what we're doing now. Now we just hard push every time. So laning phase, I consider laning phase over now. Laning phase is pretty over now, because it's after 11 minutes already. Yes, the towers are still up, but at this point, the only laning that you're doing is spamming Qs at the wave and roaming and fighting. So there's no like freezing wave management at this point. So laning phase is over, and we have not killed Swain. Laning phase is over, and we have not killed Swain, which is so wrong because we could kill him 45 times. And you have to understand, Swain becomes tankier and tankier as the game goes on. Okay, jump on Swain. When this wave crashes, do your EQ combo on Swain. See how much damage you do to him. I've only seen you EQ Swain twice this entire game. It's been 12 minutes. But we can't combo Swain because we wasted our E on the wave. You're okay. You have to pressure him. You have to pressure Swain. You're giving him free XP and scaling. When you should not be allowed this. You could be pressuring dives under his tower, make him lose CS. Look at that. Okay. This is why it's triggering. You waited 12 minutes to do this. I have been saying this since level 2. I have been saying this since level 2. Forget that Swain's AFK typing. I don't know what Swain's doing. I've been saying do one combo on Swain for 12 minutes. Look at his HP bar. Perfect. His ult goes away. You dive him. He has no flash. He's dead. EQ flat. Just flat. Okay, so there. There you could E flash onto him and Q auto and he's dead. Then you ult out of there. You could have done that as well. But you're not recognizing that mechanic. Okay, he didn't back. Okay, just dive him. If you don't dive him here, you're trolling. Throw W. He has no flash. Good. Good. You didn't do combo. You didn't do EQ combo, and then you missed your Q. You could do E, then Q to guarantee hitting your Q, but you keep missing your Q. So, that's really bad. But, like I said, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't even have to play well to beat a Swain. Because your champion beats his. His champion sucks early game. Yours does too, but yours is better. Like, what did you do? You killed him in 2 combos! Without Ignite! It took you 13 minutes. It took you 13 minutes. You could have been 7-0 by now. Game over. And okay, and that's what you have to understand. This is what you have to understand. This game, it doesn't matter if you're top laner entered mid-game, because you lost this game. Doesn't matter if you're bot lane entered. Doesn't matter if you're jungle entered. This entire lane was 1v1. This entire lane, there was no jungle presence from your jungler or the enemy jungler. This lane should have been Swain is 0-5 and you're 5-0. Game is already over because Swain's AFK. So everything that happens after this point could have all been prevented because you should have been killing Swain since level 2. So if you're looking at it in terms of, oh, I'm 3-0, I just solo kill Swain, I should win this game. No, because you should have been 10-0. And Swain should be down 3 levels. But instead, you gave Swain 45 waves for free. So Swain was actually still a champion. You know? So it's your fault. Not bad? Cool. But, good thing for you, it's still winnable. Did he lose this game? Yes, he loses this game. According to OPIDG. Like I said, this game is still 100% winnable. Okay, why do we build Merc Treads here? That is a real question. Why do we build Merc Treads here? We have Legend Tenacity. We already have built-in Merc Treads. So why do we build... Swain doesn't know my damage. My boy Ice9. My boy Ice9, man. You don't know Swain's damage either. You don't know Swain's damage either. Because if you did, you would have killed him 100 times already. And you don't know your damage either. It's okay, it's okay. We're not flaming here. We're all trying to learn here. But it's funny. We're not flaming, we're all trying to learn here. That's why we're doing this. Because these are common problems everyone has. So don't worry about it. But I just want to acknowledge for how bad the early game was. Your CS has improved a lot since that early game. And you're 3-0. So you're not, like I said, you're in silver. So you're not playing bad for silver. So you understand that. You're not playing bad for silver. It's just that we're trying to make you not silver. Wait, how is this game a loss? Is 15-4. We'll find out. Dive him. Just dive him. Just dive him. Just dive him. Just dive him. You don't know your damage. You don't know your damage, Ice 9. Just dive him. Okay, like I was saying, why do you have Merc Treads here? Why do we have Merc Treads? We have Legend Tenacity ready. So we already have almost full Merc Treads. We have 25% from Legend Tenacity. So why do we build Merc Treads here? This is really bad. You lost so much damage or CDR by not going Ionian Boots and not going Sork Boots. Why do we build Merc Treads? Are we scared of their AP damage? We're not scared of Swain's AP damage. Are we scared of Seraphine's AP damage? We're not scared of Seraphine's AP damage. Are we scared of Swain's CC and Seraphine's CC? No, we have Legend Tenacity. So why do we build Merc Treads? And it's all like his own. So why do we build Merc Treads here? That's just a waste of... That's a terrible buy. Yeah, the whole point of going Legend Tenacity is to not go Merc Treads. So you don't understand the point of the build. Boom! Perfect! Dive him! You don't have to flash. You don't have to flash. Your entire team was here. You have ultimate. You did not have to flash. You panic flashed. You have to understand that you have to understand your survivability and their bot lane's damage. E over the wall. E over the wall. Nice! Good! Okay, a couple of things. This is a mechanical issue. Good W. Good stun. Wait, oops, I fast forwarded. It's hard to like go back in time on Twitch. That's why YouTube is better. So here, you don't have to flash because you never die. You'll never die here. All right, so understand that. And you have ultimate if anything happens. But this is a good W here. This is a good W here. One thing's first. Here. Ignites. You gotta ignite somebody, combo somebody. Let's see what, can I slow-mo this? I could. This is a good combo. So Swain flashed. You have to ignite Swain. You eat him already. Q, Proto Belt, auto attack reset. So you threw your Q backwards. Okay, let's see what happens. You didn't ignite Swain. You didn't. They all heal. So you have to ignite one of them. Okay. All right. So you didn't Proto Belt. You didn't ignite, and you ulted out of there. Why? Why? Can I go back? How do you go? 10 is 210. Okay, look. You're full HP. Why did you ult out of here? Why did you ult out of here? Your ult is literally 2 seconds away from being on top of 3 people, and your Draven is right here. And you still have Ignite and you have Proto Belt. Drop Ignite on anybody. Probably Seraphine, because she's closest to death. Or Swain, doesn't matter. And literally you have Proto Belt. You could have literally Proto Belted this way, and then ulted back. Like, you played so scared here. Your Draven just auto-attack Swain for 25% HP. Why did you ult out of this? That was another missed opportunity. Look at that. Look at your Draven killed their entire team. That would have been a triple kill. That's a triple kill. Instead, that is not Draven's fault. That is not Draven's fault. That is your fault. Draven is a silver player. That should have been a triple kill for you or Draven or shared. Instead, the way you played it, you baited your Draven into trying to get a last hit because Draven wants to get, you know, his stacks. That is not Draven's fault. I do not blame Draven for that. That is a free triple kill. And why? It's because Swain doesn't know your damage. More like, you don't know your damage. And neither does Swain. That's also true. That's what I always say about silver, bronze, gold players. the only thing you have to worry about is knowing your damage versus enemy team's damage. That is the only mechanic you need to climb to, like, let's say platinum. Because if you understand how much at least forget the enemy team's damage. If you understand how much damage you do, then you kill everybody there, you know? And instead of being 5-0, you're like 8-0, or you're like 5-0-3, you know? It's why are we running? Why are we running? Why are we running? Why are we running? Why are we running again? Why are we running again? Why are we running? Good stun. Why are we running? Why are we running here? Why are we running? Just fight them. Fight Swain! Hit Swain! Why are we not fighting Swain? Your Draven's 1v9! Why are we not fighting Swain? This is why you lose. Because you're giving the enemy team free everything. That's literally what's happening here. The enemy team should be literally 40 kills versus like 1 kill. This game should be FF15 by the enemy team already. This is silver yellow. I'm being a little bit harsh, but like you have to be harsh. I'm not being harsh, but like you have to understand this is why you're just like this game should be over already. But at least he's 5-0. He has Magi stacks. So aside from everything that's happening, he's still 5-0. That just shows you how easy this elo is. You can make a billion gajillion mistakes, but you're still 5-0. You know. Wow, that was a waste of mana. So what are we doing here? So why are we top lane helping Nasus push this wave? We should be bot lane because then your bot lane just got bot tower. This is not your job to do, by the way. You're helping your Nasus get top tower, but you should be in a side lane already, killing the enemy bot lane over and over again, stacking your Magis, or killing Swain over and over again. So you going top for there's no reason. But obviously, all your mistakes are countered by the fact that the enemy team makes even bigger mistakes. And this is why people like in silver go on big winning streaks and losing streaks, because if the enemy team is not making these mistakes, then you lose this game. Because in my opinion, like the enemy team is making more mistakes than you. You know what I mean? Like these are all mistakes. Like these are all just mistakes that everyone's making, except theirs are worse than yours. On top of the fact that your champion is better than their champion, so it's better for you. This game should have been over. Yes, this game should be over now. But like you're mid lane right here. It's fine. Get this wave, then go bot lane. It's fine. This way was easy for cleanup. Just now you have to go bot lane. Get blue buff as well. Blue buff is up. Blue buff is up here, so you want to get blue buff as well. Maybe before you back, but now it's too late. Let's see where you go. Say you click back mid. You click back mid. That means you're not understanding side laning. They really aren't respecting my bird. Yo, hilarious. Neither are you. They're not respecting your burst either. I guess they really just don't know. It's okay. Why aren't you bot lane? Well, I guess the bot lanes are really far pushed up, but this mid wave is for your team. It's for your AD carry. Because now there's no top wave to farm, there's no bot wave to farm, and you took the farm for your bot lane. What you should have probably done is taken blue buff. You should probably take a blue buff, take Raptors, or Just start walking bot lane and take golems. Take golems and just keep walking and then kill whoever comes to stop you bot lane. Well, you see what happened here because you went mid lane? You just threw the game, my friend. Why did you throw the game? Because you shouldn't have been mid in the first place. You would never get baited by the enemy AD carry if you literally just went to your blue buff, or you went to Raptors, or you went to Krugs, Golems, whatever you call them, and just push bot lane. And kill whoever came bot lane, because you could kill anybody on the enemy team. And that's how you threw the game. Because if I remember you saying, okay, if I remember you saying to me why you lost this game, you said your top laner got gapped. Darius 1v9 the game. That is what you told me. Darius 1v9 this game. But who actually fed Darius? But who actually fed Darius almost 4 kills? It was you. It was not your top laner. So you gave Darius almost 4 kills. Three and a third. So it's you. It's not anybody else. Now Susan gives Darius 4 kills in 10 minutes. Okay, but you just gave him 4 kills in 10 seconds. Not even 3 seconds because he got your 1,000 gold shutdown. You see? What's happening here? You're still mid. You're not side laning. You're still mid. You should be in a side lane. You should be bot lane. But I don't think anybody on your team has gotten bot wave in like years. So when you're mid lane like this, yes, you're getting the CS, but your team is losing CS. Because your AD carry cannot farm now. Unless your AD carry goes bot lane. If your AD carry goes bot, he gets 1 shot. So like you're basically taking a lane away from your AD carry. Because we know Nasus is going to be in the side lane. So, and where's your AD carry going to go? Nowhere. So your AD carry is starting to become useless because you should be taking bot farm, but no one's taking bot farm, and your AD carry is not getting any CS, so now your AD carry is useless. Like you should be going top here. You have Lich Bane now, just go top. Go top. Now look, we clicked right back mid. We clicked right back mid. We clicked right back mid. See, this is you carry this game if you play better. So we go back mid. Now what's Draven doing? Just look at what Draven's doing. Draven has nowhere to be. Draven's like, okay, I have no farm. Okay, I'm going bot lane to fight. You have to understand, when people have nothing to do, they start doing weird stuff. Yeah. You have to ignite him right now. Ignite him. Good. Good. Good job. Your Draven hasn't farmed in probably like 5 minutes. Because you're not giving him any waves. And now they're still fighting bot. Anyhow, he's dead. Okay. Your Draven should have been mid farming mid. While your top laner is doing stupid crap in while your Nasus is doing stupid crap here. That's what Nasus does do. But instead, your AD carry had no waves in mid for like the last 5 minutes. So if he sees, he's like, oh, there's a fight here. Let me go to that fight. I have nothing else to do. If Draven has something else to do, he would never have died there. But he doesn't have anything else to do because you keep taking mid waves from Draven. Because you keep going mid. Okay, your Rek'Sai is shadowing you, which means that you should never be scared. You guys are strong enough to kill anybody that comes. Except maybe that guy. You should throw your W. You have to throw your W before that entire sequence. You waited until after everything to throw your W, and you still make it out. Okay, like any better player kills you there. You have to throw your W as soon as you see Darius run at you. But you threw your W after you ulted. And luckily it worked because any team is bad, but any other time you died there. So you got really lucky again. You got lucky because enemy team is, like I said, making more mistakes than you are. But now we're getting to the point where like their items are better than yours. Because AP items are not as good as like Stride Breaker, Sterax, all this crap. Your team is fighting again. That's not good. Your team is fighting 4v3. But the problem is... I flashed into a wall. But the problem is that you're not helping at all. Yeah, low elo is based on who plays worse, not who plays better. Exactly. But if you play better, you win every game. Like, Nasus is doing the right thing. Nasus is doing what he wants to do. He's AFK split pushing. Except now he's TPing to a 2v5. But you're not helping him. You could at least throw your W or something. Well, that was an int, but... You could have maybe at least scared the enemy team. Like a W or something. Remember, at the end of the day, you caused this Darius. Like, see, Darius is bad, but you gave him 1,000 gold. It's not your team's fault. You still win this game. You still literally win this game. You're super fed. Literally, when you're Nasus split pushing bot side, you guys win this game 1-3-1. That's how you guys win this game. 1-3-1. And not to mention, Swain has 7 kills and 1 death. I'd say it's a mid gap. Why? Because Swain should have been 0, 11, 0 AFK. Now, Swain is at the point in the game where he's just so tanky. Why are we not fighting Swain here? Like, why are we not fighting Swain? We see 3 of their teammates bot side. Why are we not fighting Swain? This is literally your team is fighting 3v3 bot. Why are we not fighting Swain? So now, instead of maybe killing Swain and getting top inhib, you got golems. And Swain's not even there. You could have just kept pushing this. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're not maximizing efficiency. There was no one here to stop you. There was no one here to stop you. Now you don't get anything. You just got an extra wave. Now they're all gonna. They just all Baron recalled. You know. Sort of screwed yourself. Luckily, you're faster than them because you have Magi's and Lichbane. When picking which lane to side lane, you want to go to the side of the objective that is up and let the person with TP across the map. Correct. That is correct. We have Ignite here, so we should have been on the side of the objective. Good point. We should have been on the side of the objective, but at this point, they can't win 5v5. So if Ekko went bot lane to fight that dragon, they don't win 5v5. They have a Seraphine and a Swain. And like their team is too fed. At this point, you just try to win 1-3-1. But yeah, you're correct. You should be on the side of the objective in most cases. In that scenario, because he wasn't on the side of the objective, he had to go for the kill. But he didn't go for the kill. So it kind of defeats the purpose. Okay. Look at Nasus. It doesn't matter what Nasus is doing. This game is not Nasus's fault. The game is your fault. In your head, Nasus should play good so you win the game. That's how it works. Nasus Ninja group, that's wrong. The game's already over. You're 9-1, but it's your fault this game's over. Not only could you have been 30-0 this game, and you keep messing up your EQ combos, you should have been able to kill MF there. Not only should you've been 30-0 this game, but you weren't 30-0 because you didn't play early game correctly. But on top of that, the one death you had, you gave it to Darius, who's carrying this game now. So it's all you. It's nobody else. This game was literally just all you. This game was won. This game was literally won. You should have been 30-0 FF20 enemy team. Instead, you were 9-0 when you should have been 30-0. But you're still 9-0, so you're still playing okay for silver. But then you entered 1,000 gold to Darius, and you lost the game off that moment because you kept going mid. If you kept going side lane, you would never died. And on top of that, the amount of waves you took from your Draven, if you press tab, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, Ekko, you've been away from the team the total time of this game. Why are you forcing Nasus to group? We had 11 kill lead. True. You did have an 11 kill lead. Probably more than that, honestly. Actually, this was a good game to review. Because this explains to you that just because you're 5-0 doesn't mean you're playing well. You could be 2-2 and play so much better than being 5-0. And what are you two guys doing here? I think this is called egoing, where you guys won't give up this lane because you're both trolling here. This is called egoing. At this point, your only option is to keep split pushing and kill somebody. It's your only option left. You just fight. You know Darius is bot side, and Darius is the strongest member, and their bot lane's mid. So we should be fighting 2v2 top. So why aren't we doing that? Because we're playing for KDA, it seems like. Jump. Jump. Click the cling. Good. She's like, what are we doing here? We're just lost at this point. We're just lost. We're doing nothing. This game is lost. Always winnable though, if enemy team throws. You gave up at this point? Well, that's another issue. Shouldn't give up. You still are super fed. And look, your Nasus doing the correct thing. Well, yeah, now you're not fighting with your team. You're still fed. You're still super fed. Look, your Nasus is doing the right thing. This game is so winnable. Your Nasus is good. Like your Nasus, he got inhib. Why we give up on this game? It's another issue. We got tilted. That team was playing bad, but that's not really why we should have been tilted. Should have been tilted at ourselves. Well, now it's run for your life. Look, you're higher level than Darius. That's all you have to know. If you're higher level than enemy team, it's winnable. Split pushing Coom socks. Rek'Sai has a way with words. GG. Yeah. GG Top Gap. That's not what happened. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this VOD review. That was pretty long. That was like an hour. I told you VOD reviews become like an hour because there's just so much to like look at. It's crazy. 2 in a row top clueless. You can't type that. You're not focusing on yourself. Well, I hope you learned something from that. That was a really good VOD, actually. That was a very good VOD to review, actually. Really good. A lot of, like, you could have carried this game. The Swain is 9-1 and 18. This Swain is 9-1 and 18. In what world does this Swain become 9-1 and 18? You know? $144 farm. 144 farm. You're up 100 farm. Yet, it's a mid gap. All right, that was a good VOD review. Yeah, I hope you guys all learned a lot from that. Yeah. Let's get back to solo queue.